One entire hour, and we'll get to hear some of the new album that drops tomorrow. It'll be in stores. It's called Human.
Yes.
And we want to talk about that album, girl, because it's been quite some time since we've heard from you. You've named it Human. Why?
Because at the end of the day, that's who I am. You know, a lot of different situations that have happened in my life has totally made me realize how great it is to be a human being. And, you know, I just wanted the fans to be able to relate to me. And just because I sing songs or just because I'm out there doesn't mean that I'm not just like you.
Right.
You know, I feel the same emotions that everybody else feels.
It's
you know?
the trials that really shape your life
Absolutely.
and make you the person
and make
that
you
you
a
are.
stronger person and a braver person, you know. And I'm just happy.
Are you at that place now?
Yes, I am. And I definitely have a lot more to learn in life and a lot more to experience and a lot more to share.
Right.
But where I am, I'm very happy with where I am mentally and spiritually.
Now, making the album, who did you work with? I know you worked with Rodney Jerkins.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's
He's
been
like
a
the
long-time
main
relationship.
He's the main one, and our chemistry, it's magical, and we wanted to get in and redo some of the things that we've done in the past.
Right.
And, you know, of course, it's evolved. It's different than what we've done, but, you know, getting back in with him, it just felt like home, you know.
Did you write
comfortable. And
a lot of this?
I wrote a few songs in the album. I wrote Human, the title track to the album, and I wrote a song called Fall. Yes,
And
that's
what's that about?
you're like, that's about not being afraid to fall in love. And, you know, all of us women out there that have had our heart broken, we get afraid to move forward with someone else because we're afraid the same thing is going to happen. And what that song is about is just, you know, not being afraid. You know, it's better to be, you know, in contact with love than to not be.
Have you been there? Have you been afraid to
come
fall?
on now. Yeah. I've had my heart broken a couple of times. And,
Really?
you know, I have been afraid to fall in love. And that was one of the reasons why I wrote the song, because it inspired me.
What makes you trust again? Give me one instance where you felt, because there are people who actually feel that you don't get your heart broken, because Brandy can get anybody she want to.
Oh,
You know, so
that's a lie. I am just like you. Like, honestly, I've got my heart broken before, and I think what made me trust love again was being alone.
right. Because I think
you're supposed to experience love when you're here.
Right.
So, you know,
it's
after a while.
being alone that you actually grow individually.
Absolutely.
You know, it's lonely that leads to bad relationships. Being alone leads to healthy ones.
Preach.
Yes, baby. Yes, we'll do that after this song, though. Tell us about long distance. Long distance. That's about relationships as well.
It is about relationships, and it's about being in a relationship, you know, with the distance in between. And that's hard, but I think it could work if your love is strong enough. And I'm actually experiencing that right now with my daughter. Because, you know, working with the album and the project, you know, being away from her is definitely hard.
I'm sure it is.
Yes.
So let's sing about it.
Okay.
And cry. Press the Kleenex. Long Distance. That's the name of this particular cut. It comes from the album Human. Brandy's album drops tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Get it in stores. Personal. On 98.7 Kiss FM. That was Long Distance. Another track from Human, the album that drops tomorrow. We are up close and personal with Brandy. How you doing? I see you got your pina colada. You
yes,
okay?
my version.
It's a virgin. Okay.
Gotta put,
yeah.
you know?
You're gonna, let everybody know. We'll be drinking after this hour is over. So, tell me more about the new album. What else you have on there? Because of course, we can't listen to every cut today. But if you could tell us, like, what's your favorite off of the album?
One of my favorites would have to be First in Love. It's about meeting a guy on a corner and falling in love with him.
Oh, child, you've had some kind of life.
And then, wait. And then, you know, that's the name of the street, First in Love.
Now, what street were you on that you met somebody that you fell in love with?
I haven't experienced that.
Okay.
It's a metaphor, but
right.
I talk about how I tell my mom that I love him, and I told my brother that I met him on the corner of First in Love, and I caught him singing whistling my favorite song. So it's a really cute song. I really like it a lot.
Now, speaking of your brother, how many times has he come to you and told you that he's in love, and you've had to give him advice on love, or has he been in love, or what is going on with Ray J?
I think Ray's been in love twice.
Really?
Yes, and he's come to me twice about two different girls, and I gave him advice, of course.
Right.
It's just to be honest and, always tell a girl up front who you are and what you feel. And that's pretty much it. He's going to do what he wants to do at the end of the day, though.
Yeah, this is true. But, is Ray J, because I've always looked at it as, you raise your sons, and your mom could probably best answer this question, because you raise your sons to be the best men, and then you just have to give them away.
Yes.
Do you feel that Ray J is like the best man, and if you weren't his sister, you could marry him?
I couldn't marry Ray J.
No.
I couldn't marry Ray J right now. But the man that I think Ray J is going to become is going to be amazing, because, who he is underneath it all is amazing. He's just going through his phase. He doesn't have a girlfriend, and he's dating and having his fun.
A real good time.
Yeah.
Now, you, however, you have been through several trials.
Yes.
And you've been through the spiritual marriage. You've been through an accident that really had to change your life.
Completely.
What could you say to someone who is dealing with the exact same thing? Because you wonder where your strength comes from.
Yes. For me, in that time, I had to keep people around me that were positive and who uplifted me and, let me know that everything would be okay.
That's right.
And my connection with God is a lot deeper. I prayed a lot every day. I journaled a lot. And in time, I was able to feel okay with life and moving forward and, getting back to what my purpose was, which was music.
Right.
And I just would say, don't take life for granted. Don't abuse your life. Just make sure that every moment that you live, you appreciate it, and you appreciate those that are around you, and just love and just be as much of yourself as you can be.
Oh.